Number 7, Paul Coy. Number 9, Liam Forsyth.
With these two.
Number 22, Alice McCaffrey. Number 25, David Owen. Number 28.
Okay, welcome online everybody to this Premiership game here for the Mohawks versus Reading Rockets, at home for Reading Rockets. And we're just going to introduce the team that's just coming on the court there. We've got Paul Coyne, number 7, Liam Fawcett, number 9. We've got the coach over on the bench there, Lee Fawcett. Alice McAfee, number 22, David Iron, number 25, Emily Brainthwaite, number 28, Oliver Porter, number 48, Neil Carlisle, number 57, and Luis Domingos, number 77. And now we move on to the Rockets, who we can see coming in now. We got Tom Tobin, then followed quickly by Tom Elliott-Smith, the man himself, Liam Barker, number 5, and Lanray comes on the court, number 6. We've all seen what he can do. Alex Mitten just pushing and entering the arena. Number 7, number 8, Ella Archer, and Jane Locklin, number 9. One of my good friends, Mo Alamare, lots of respect for that man. Reese Barker, number 17, Maddie Martin, number 27. No stranger to all here. A lovely grin as she pulls into the court. And then Todd Travers, who you saw briefly on the last game, making his debut on Prem game, number 48. And of course, part of the coaching staff for the Rockets is that man in the middle of the court there, Grant Barker. So I am here, Keith Pammon, with Steph Johnson to my left. Hello, Steph.
Good afternoon, Keith.
How are we doing? You pumped?
We are all good. Very much looking forward to this game.
Absolutely. This is a real treat for me to fill the spot in a Prem game and get to see a close action. I don't know, I've watched a lot of games at the higher level on YouTube, but it doesn't quite translate the same. You can never get that speed of when you're here live, seeing them flying around. We've got the refs down there, Dave Kingston and Francis there. As the two teams are going to go in and finish their warm-up, the last couple of minutes before we get ready to kick off on what should be a very lively and I think a really good close game today. So this will be following on from the Rockets' last game against Phoenix, where they came away with a nice win. They'll be feeling pumped from that, and lots of energy on the court today. I think they've got a really fast team, obviously depending on the exact lineup as to who they put on to balance the points. But then by no means have the Mohawks got a slow team. You see down there Oliver Porter, he's one of their faster low pointers. Actually a one-pointer and a junior. So it's about as low as you can go in that term. Excellent value for money, as we like to say on there. It's a bit like Lanray there. He's quick as lightning and low on the points. Really opens up the options for a team. When you've got players like Reese, who you just see coming in to do his warm-up layup. He's a 5-pointer there, and on the other side we've got the other end is Liam Fawcett. And we wait a couple of minutes before we start this Premiership battle, and we'll get a nice idea of what they're going to put on for their starting 5. Just met Ella over there in the last couple of weeks. Lovely lady. I'm not as familiar with some of the players on Mohawks. I know we've got a few faces that we've seen around the Women's League, and some of the, as Lee was one of the first people to set up chairs for our club and for many other clubs, no doubt. So we know a few of the faces there, of course. And in they come to the bench. Steph, do you want to remind us of the socials that they can catch us up on for the Rockets here?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to follow all things Reading Rockets wheelchair basketball, we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, so check us out. You can see a bit of information about the players. Every now and again we stick some funny videos on just to keep everything a bit light-hearted. So yeah, we'd love you to follow what we do and see where we're going with our wheelchair basketball club at the moment.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. I get down whenever I can to see you lot training. Always love it. It's a really fast pace, good energy here with the Rockets. And I'd like to see you progress yourself as a coach one day, maybe, Steph. What do you think? Put you on the spot.
Well.
Put you on the spot.
Do you know what? I've only been involved really in wheelchair basketball for sort of 3 years and 18 years in the running game, and I've absolutely loved it. And yeah, everyone says, oh yeah, they're two completely different games. Yes, they are. There's concepts that can go in between.
Yeah.
There's definitely things that I've been able to challenge from being a running coach, but also things I've really appreciated are very, very different. But those things are really exciting and are completely new concepts for me to learn as a potential coach in the future.
And the thing I liked from watching you when you're playing, you don't try and impose the running game side of things onto it, but you can take the best of it and apply it where possible. I just think that it shows when you've got a depth of the game in general and what can make a difference in different lineups and things like this. This can also help for developing yourself as a coach, if that's the way you want to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked before about a big part of coaching is people, is getting people
Absolutely.
playing to the best of their ability, and that's not tech and tack. That's just personal relationships and you as a coach getting the best out of the group that you've got with what they've got, and that's the bit I love about coaching.
And here we are with as they get ready for the tip. We've got Tom here facing off against number 25, David Iron. And Liam straight away comes away with the ball. And I can see it's a very fast lineup, as I said, for the Rockets. With Maddie and Lanry on one side. And Tobin cuts into the key to try and get that rebound, but Tom Elliott-Smith was there to dish it back to Barker, who makes a lovely clean basket in the first opening score for the Reading Rockets.
Yeah, nice confident start there from Liam, but we know his shooting ability, and it's always great when he gets off to a good start. Any shooter kind of making that first shot is a nice feeling.
It's always a lovely feeling to get you fired up. So outside, just shorts there, that's Alice McAfee. As we settle into these games, and I'll settle into these names. And Tobin on the far side, it's a long two, but nothing that he can't handle. You've seen him now some threes from the recent games. A little bit short on that one, but he'll try again, I'm sure. And Lewis pushing the floor. Domingos, oh, very unlucky there, but the height just to be able to reach over and make a finish of the clean-up from David Iron. And that brings it to 2 apiece. Screen is set. Liam passes in to Tom Elliott-Smith, who makes it look so easy. Look at that.
If
Lovely.
only it was that easy, hey?
I know, his inside presence there. He's going off the court, just dishes it up, boom, like it's nothing. Lovely finish there from Tom Elliott-Smith.
Yeah, Rockets playing a bit of a high-line defense there.
I think they're going to pull that back for an off-ball foul.
Yeah.
And as you can see there, that was Liam Fawcett on the ball. So I think he's renowned to be a bit of a scorer. He can put some buckets up. And we've seen this before from the Rockets, the red wall. And Liam finds himself just cut out of the game there. And Lanray gets called for cutting across into his chair whilst Porter had the ball. So, as you know, you have to cover their path if you're going to cut and cross, or you need to cut across in front of their axle when you start changing the path. So It's a very difficult rule to get your head round as a beginner, let alone at the speed that these guys play at.
Yeah, we're going to have to protect Lanray now, getting 2 quick fouls pretty early in the first quarter. Interesting if we see a sub coming in just to protect him for the rest of the game. See what Coach Barker does.
They've got the depth on the bench. Who is that man? Liam Barker,
There
yet again, with the gold rims. And look at the drive in there from Liam Fawcett there. But has been called. I think he tried to go through a gap that wasn't there, or they call in the movement.
I think we've got an off ball.
Yeah, I think they've got Maddie. She put her hand up as in to say. It's always a difficult one for me to try and understand as well there when you're coaching that, because it looks so the gap wasn't big enough for him to get through. But then I guess if she's moving at the same time, you can get called for pinch, the pincer movement.
Yeah.
It's
it's all interpretation, isn't it? No rules are kind of black and white. There's interpretation from the referees as to what they saw, and that's what they saw.
Indeed, yeah. And these are very experienced refs that you've got here.
Absolutely.
You see them playing at the international game, reffing at the international games as well. I was saying playing because David actually plays as well.
Oh, of course he does, yeah.
But not at the international
89ers.
games. Well, not that I've seen anyway. And it comes out to Tobin. Tobin on the near side here. Tom Elliott-Smith off the glass again. So they ended up with 3, quite an overload on the near side to us, the Rockets. But it worked. They had the height to cut in through the key. And now we have Luis Domingo on the ball on the far side. Porter setting a screen at the top of the key. And can he make it? Yes, he can. David Iron, yet again, making his presence known.
Yeah, we said he was a scorer.
I think they've got a few options as well on the Mohawks. As Tobin makes it lovely from the top, take it right back, he says. You've got him, you've got Liam, who's down with the other Liam by the basket now. And for the Mohawks on the bench, we've got Neil Carlisle. I've been watching him on one of the other games that was on YouTube, and he is definitely someone to watch if he gets on. Good with his hands, won't give you an inch of space. So here's the chance where they might make the opportunity to have a little switch on the Rockets. If it's working, I'd be tempted to leave it. I would say.
It's one of those things, when a player picks 2 fouls up easy and quick, but that could be the last foul they pick up. It's so difficult to kind of, do you protect them? Do you just trust that there was a bit of a bad start, they're in it now? It's a difficult call, but Rockets have got depth on their bench.
I was going to say, to be fair, even if he got fouled out in the worst case scenario, you've still got so many players on there that can represent,
Absolutely, and we've got the full squad today, against Lothian. We were missing Maddie and Jade at WPL,
Of course,
and they're a big loss, everybody brings something really special. And when you're missing them, you feel that. You feel you're missing something.
Absolutely.
You should.
And you feel a little bit more pressure if you're the one on the court that can't get fouled out, for example.
Absolutely.
So 10-4 to the Rockets as the ball comes in from the Mohawks into the hands of number 25. David Iron down low to Fawcett. Oh, it nearly, Liam against Liam, nearly gets his hands in. And there's no pressure there on that shot, he says. Shrugs away the pressure. And that's not easy when you're up against the likes of Liam Barker. And the ref will stop that while Tobin manages to get himself back up the right way. This will give the opportunity for Mohawks to set their D. You see what's going on here. See how high they want to play. So on the far side there, Alice is trying to keep Lamray in check. And that was a fantastic dish in by Liam, and he follows it. Look, gets the rebound. Oh, fantastic
He's
play.
on it today. He's on it today.
When is he not?
Well, yeah, true.
That was
He's
brilliant.
on it.
He's double on it. No, that was lovely. I mean, the pass, the follow-up, the other team watched the ball as he... And lovely hands there from Tom Tobin. Unlucky not to get the ball off of that. And he'll take that from the top, he says. Oh, little bit short. Unlucky there. We know he can make them. And it's a fast transition down to Liam, all the way down the court. Does his best to try and keep it on. But unfortunately, not this time. We've seen a lot of those fast transitions. And to be honest, I've seen Mohawks are capable of these big, long, you know, three-quarter length passes down the court.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Domingos is rapid. You get him on the end of a break.
Absolutely. Here he goes, look, through the players. Nice ball control at the top from Porter. Out wide and down to the baseline. Liam not quite making the distance. I know Maddie was putting good pressure on. And they get it over the line relatively easy. And I think they'll slow it down now. See what they have in the offense at 12-6. They don't need to rush. A long skip pass back over Tom Tobin. And Mr. Elliott Smith looks at the basket and says, yes, please.
Nice, great chair control there. Just using his hips, getting his chair in place, taking his time. Always so composed, never flustered, always composed.
Trying to sort of mimic some of these moves that I see these guys play. And you know the way Tom holds it really high and just flicks his wrist as if it's just, you know, and he manages to get so much out. It's really quite challenging, actually, to do. I know he's a lot taller than I.
Oh, you just. So that's Lamray's picked up his third foul. This is what we said, like, does it keep going that way? You need to take him out.
It was a similar situation down here when he went into the, you know, they were making the cut, the baseline cut in this case, and he's gone into the chair. So, and Alex, first time for me practicing the other day when I played with him, he was really good player. I thought, really rate him.
On his day, he can absolutely shoot the lights out.
To be honest, it was more the ball control with that, man. He remind me a bit of Lamray with the ball control. You know, when he captures it, he sort of puts it around the body, and you're like, how does he manage to move his arm all the way around the back? And then and it's there, and it's safe. So, yeah, one to watch, number 7 for the Rockets, Alex, as all goes quiet for the first free throw. First one good. Going in for the second. And that's also good. That takes us to 14-8. And the ball is passed straight in over the halfway line with one pass over to Tom Tobin, who looks for the cover, and a little bit of jiggling from Elliott Smith to try and get an advantage position. And he, to be honest, he almost made it in there. With the three of them doing a lot of movement, he almost had the mismatch and then the ability to push in. And Jade from the baseline finds Tobin. Tobin looking for Liam. Liam did make it into the key. And unfortunately, there's a loose ball, and it goes to the Mohawks to put it in. And a wasted opportunity for the Rockets. Nice play from number 77 there, Lewis. Look at that. That lovely bit of work to give him the space, and he's able to go all the way to the basket. Fantastic work from the Mohawks. I love watching moves like that.
Yeah, it's when it makes wheelchair basketball look so lovely and so simple, but it's not, but they just make it look lovely.
No, that was brilliant chair position from Domingos, but at the other end,
straight in there.
Back at you, as it was like a 3-on-3 training session. As two of the players were picked back. Domingos into Lee Fawcett, not Lee Fawcett, Liam Fawcett. Top of the key. Goes out for the cover shot. Yep, he likes that look, and I'd say it's probably a good look for him. Unfortunate not to make that one. And Alex finds himself on the floor, and it's 3 against 2, but it doesn't matter. He says, I'll take that.
Straight bullet pass.
You see them passes.
Straight through the defense.
Just like what he did before when he followed it in and finished it, but that time he didn't need to do any clean-up at all. Liam's such a pivotal player for this Rockets team. Much respect for that man. Coaches, plays, gets everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's incredibly driven, incredibly committed to his craft, and it shows what you can get out of it if you put the time in.
And a lovely baseline shot. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No worries, much more excitement was going on.
I don't know how many he's on, but David Irons sure made his name on the score sheet a couple of times here today. As it's 18-12, so it's all to play for, first quarter. And 2 minutes 30 on the clock. Oh, there we go again. Number 5, Liam Barker. And Porter gets to the danger side. Domingo at the top. Looks for Liam. Finds him. Out wide. Alice is also in space on this side. And that was a bit like a replay of earlier when the Rockets got a little bit of a bump out. And 3 of the players caught back. And we're going to have a man advantage at least for a second. But you know what? Do you need it? We've got Liam facing up against them all. But it's brilliant play to see there from Rockets. You know, they're doing the double or triple man out and trying to get the advantage on the offense. And they've got the speed to be able to pull those sorts of moves off. Oh, lovely interception from Jade. You see the experience of Jade Loughlin there, just reading the pass, moved early, got the interception.
Yeah, she's a really smart player, Great communicator on court, gets the picks where you want them. She's such a smart player, and I said that we really missed that last week against Phoenix.
And hang on a minute, this is Todd Travers. Great to see him coming in. Normally playing in the Div 2 team and getting a chance to play up in Prem, I think that is, you know, it's a badge of honour on it.
Yeah, but again with him, you know, he's a worker. You know, I don't think I've ever done a session with Todd where he's come in with not 100% effort. He just gives everything with every opportunity. And these are the rewards you get when you put the time and the effort in and you commit to it. These are the rewards you get, and he absolutely deserves this spot. I'm so proud of him.
And the second one. Oh, and they've got the rebound. They could make it a three-point play, look. It could end up in their advantage. He's got to make that pass over the top of Tom Elliott-Smith. That was difficult. And David, unlucky there not to convert that.
Yeah,
he did really well to take that.
He was probably fouled there, which possibly could have been.
And couldn't quite manage to see what was happening there. It was down too close to this side, I think.
I think a technical foul has been called. Francis has called a technical foul.
To be fair, I was looking at what happened over here when the ball went a bit loose.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
But no, a technical foul has been called on the Mohawks. I don't know whether
Liam
it's on
from the line.
For not being that impressed about not getting the foul called, but I am guessing.
I think that's the first miss from Liam. And it was from the line, under no pressure, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know,
give him 3 defenders in front of him and make him tip and get through them, and then he'll score.
So as they bring Alex back into the back court to pass in, let's see how Todd has to match up with Luis Domingo. That's a tough matchup for anyone. He's good in his chair.
Yeah, Todd will take that challenge on.
That'll keep him lively. As Barker comes away, Great little pick there from Jade, and she is coming over again for another pick. Pick, and she's in. Here we go. And it goes out to Alex instead, which was an unfortunate shot. In and out, round and round. Here we go.
He needs someone to open the door and a bit of wind come in. That's all we needed.
Yeah. And that was a lovely little pass through. I thought for a minute he was going to take the dive and try and get into the key himself. But he passes in to Liam, who does a lovely high shot. Oh, and he's managed to save it. But contact with the chair before he got to it, maybe.
Yeah, just a bit. Great hustle there, though, by Domingos.
I think this is the first time for me seeing him play, at least up front like this, you know, live, and he's really making it work. You know, he's all over the place. Love it. You blink and he's at the other end of the court.
Oh, yeah.
As you said, maybe he might get the opportunity of some fast breaks with as the first one goes up, and it's good. So we're currently on something like 4 for 5 from the line, the Mohawks. Spoke too soon there, Liza. Look at him working again. There they go. Jade here, got the pick working for her. Can they feed it in? Oh, that's a little bit high. I mean, all the movement there was great. I think the final delivery she won't be happy with.
Yeah, but not to see that confidence from Jade, though.
I think it's brilliant work.
Established
just
that early.
pick and roll in. She's normally the one picking for others, so it's nice to see someone picking for her.
Yep.
And he's going to... I thought he was just going to turn and shoot, to be fair. He was under no pressure in a certain sense on his own. And the Mohawks say, yep, thank you, we'll have that one. With only 14 seconds, 15 seconds on the clock. 22-14 in the favour of the Reading Rockets. Domingos comes over to the near side here to put the ball in and see if the Mohawks can maybe fire off a 3 to finish the quarter. Oh, very close. Tom Elliott-Smith looking for a fast one. Sees there's no one there. Liam on the near side, takes it on and lets it rip. Oh! Very unfortunate. See, Todd was under the basket there for the rebound as well. You know, that's nice to see. He's great. You can't sort of put a value against following up these shots. You never know when it's going to drop in. And when people turn their head for a millisecond just to watch that ball, you've got a chance to cut.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
You see Maddie doing that all the time. You used to see a lot of the faster, lower players in their chair sort of manage to get around and get the rebounds there. So that was a lovely first quarter if you're a Rockets fan. And to be fair to the Mohawks, they've had a good first quarter, but just not quite with the same percentage on the shots, I would suggest. Couple in, couple out for David Iron. He's been a good force for them. Domingos really making his presence known as well. I'd like to see Porter potentially on the ball a bit more. You know, I know he can do a bit of work there to maybe make space for the others if they feed him out the ball. Let's see what the next quarter brings in terms of substitutions. We may get to see Neil Carlisle from the Mohawks. Who haven't we seen for the Mohawks yet?
We've got Emily Braithwaite still to come on.
Ah, yes, indeed. And then in terms of the Rockets, we're yet to see Reese, yet to see... have we seen Mo
Still
at the
got
beginning?
Mo to come
yeah,
on.
Mo. Mo normally would pair up with Reese, I think, because the points that allows for.
Looks like we've got Reese and we've got Ella coming to the court. Nice to see Ella today.
Ah, yes, Ella. So we've just got some stats handed to us from the first quarter. What have we got there, Steph?
So, top scorers for Rockets, we've got Liam.
No
Liam
surprise
Barker
there.
on 10 points. Closely followed by Tom Elliott-Smith and then Tom Tobin.
3-point shot from the Mohawks. Lovely opening for them.
That's going to change my numbers now.
Fantastic there. That was just lights out, boom, straight in the net. And Liam Barker finding himself under a bit of pressure under the basket. Dishes back to his brother, and he makes it look easy.
So currently we've got Liam Fawcett, top scorer for Mohawks, closely followed by David Ion.
Yeah. And here we have Lewis at the top of the key. Finds himself with space quite often there. But Reese quick to shut down that space, and oh my goodness, they'll pay for that. Unfortunate, he'll not be happy with that, giving away a loose ball. But at the other end, I believe Liam won't be happy with a miss, because he's missed 100%, is he not?
Well, he's 83% first quarter for Liam.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And I think it's just gone a little bit, you know, there's a little bit scrappy just there for 30 seconds or so, where there was a little bit here, a little bit there, and they'll take a second just to settle back in. So not often you see that sort of loose balls or loose passes from the teams at this level. And there's another off-ball foul called. Did you catch the number?
No, it's really hard up here to see numbers.
It is, yeah.
Really hard.
Yeah. It's like the hands were side on. And
Yeah, when a couple of players are kind of in the area where the foul was called, it's quite difficult.
oh, lovely.
Nice basket there from Alice.
Yeah. Number 22, Alice McAfee. Liam with a long pass down, looking for his brother, but David says, no, I'm not going to give that one for free.
Not a chance.
He's a bit of a tower himself. Alex looks over, finds it, and a lovely late finish there as Barker gets back on his scoring roll.
Yeah, but like I said, it like so much more composed compared to the last couple of offences. A bit wild, almost trying to make that amazing pass to score. Sometimes it's not there. You just need to play simple basketball. Wait for the cuts, wait for the space.
That's it. David there, that's the pass into Alice. That was lovely. I know it won't count, but that was really nice. You know, the sort of passing, and you saw him doing it in the warm-up. That quick pass, 1-2-2, and I'd like to see Mohawks maybe getting a bit more of that if they can. And that was a little bit aggressive on the chair there from David Iron. And
yeah, I think he's feeling slightly frustrated. I think he got clobbered, but a 3 seconds was called. So not that the foul was missed, but a 3-second call was made before that. But it still doesn't help as a player. You're still frustrated by it when you're getting hands all over your arms and nothing's called. It's frustrating. So
and the two
it's quite common
Davids
to then pick up an early foul.
Having a little chat about that as he makes way for number 57, Neil Carlisle, to come on the court. Tom Elliott-Smith at the top. Looks for Liam, finds Liam, and Liam for two.
Yeah, nice read on that mismatch down low.
He's just got to keep himself away from the likes of the bigs, and he's money. As the ball's on the opposite side with Liam, comes back to Lewis, and Liam sizes up a three again. Oh, beautiful shot. That's 2 for 2 on the threes for Liam, is it not?
Yeah, lovely shot.
Fantastic. Something you see a lot in the running game is these three-pointers. And when you get them, now you get up to this level, you're seeing them more and more coming through at the clean like that, like they're nothing, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, even last weekend in Women's League, I saw from UEL 3 threes, going with 3 threes in the game. It's just, it's so nice to have that as part of the game. It's such a hard shot to shoot. But
and that was a tough bit of defense there from Alex. He did well there to get in. Come on, Reese. Can he keep it? Yes, he can. At the cost of going into the wall, maybe.
What a save.
So unfortunate there that Ella didn't quite manage to get her hands on that to make the most of it. And it's in here with Alice, but he'll take the foul on that instead of the free shot. wonder if they just want to settle the play a bit.
Yeah, all got a little bit frantic. Always good to just come back, compose yourself. What's the aim now?
I mean, you see the score now, 28-22, and it's a Mohawks ball. So, you know, it's still very close.
Absolutely. And what we know in all sports, it's a game of runs. You
Indeed.
know, and Mohawks are on theirs at the moment, so Rockets need to just go back to the drawing board. What are we doing? What's our aim?
So I was just looking at some of the percentages from the first half, as you said, unbelievable for the 83% there. That's just ridiculous. But if you look at the Mohawks, they're more around the 50. You know, the best is around the 50% with David Iron, and they got their real money from their free throws, 75% from the line.
That's a decent percentage.
Oh yeah. As they get themselves back around the key, I believe it's Alice, number 22, McAfee. And the first one is lovely and clean. I think that should be their game plan. Just take shots
Just
from
go
the
to
line.
the free throw line, yeah. No one's stopping you, no one's in your way, no one's bumping you.
Look at that. Brilliant stuff. Got to respect that. Very high percentage from the Mohawks on their free throws. As Liam surveys the land, finds Reese, or tries to find Reese, and it actually has come off of Reese. So, no, it hasn't. It come off Alice there for a Rockets end line. The two Barker brothers on the near side. And we have Tom Elliott-Smith on the opposite side as Alex makes his way into the key with a lovely reverse. Wow. Look at the spin on that.
I don't know if he even knew where he was then.
It was fantastic. Didn't have to look at the ring or anything, did it? Just whoop, up it goes. There we go. Lovely job. And they're not leaving him free for his three. Porter from the line. Oh, unfortunate. And the ball comes to Mitten Alex here. Passing down to Reese on the fade back, but he'll get the foul. Sort of like a fade and shooting backwards. Not sort of shot I would ever think
that's a
of.
reshot.
That's a reshot. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not a traditionally coached
no.
fade towards the baseline. Yeah. He is a man that can move the chair for sure. In ways that I haven't seen him dance around when you think he can't get through a gap.
Oh, yeah. He'll get through it in a way you've never seen.
And it all goes quiet as we're at the free throw line at the other end. Reese a little bit short on the first one. So he try and compose himself for the second. And second is also slightly short. So Reese Barker misses both his free throws, and Alice straight into the key at the other end and makes it count. So that's a couple of important points there. You know, 26-30 now. Those sorts of things can put a little bit more pressure on Rockets when they were sitting quite comfortable in the first quarter. And Oliver Porter, number 48 for the Mohawks, finds himself on the ground on the other side as Alex prepares himself to put the ball back in. That's a very high catch there from Liam Barker to Reese Barker. Almost to the basket, but not quite. As Luis Domingos comes away with the ball, passes it to Liam. Down to Oliver. just over the line there, I believe. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
watching
back
his
court.
wheels going, he's getting close.
Do you know what I mean? That's something we could see from here.
Yeah, that is
That was a
definitely. We
good
can see
view.
all the hundreds of lines on this court.
Yes, they must play multiple sports. Hopefully not at the same time on this court. And Liam and Reese working the twos. And there was a little hand that got to that just managed to mean that it was difficult for Alex to take. But, oh, remember what I said with him on the ball? He's quite able to make that difficult. He's not going to give you any space. And he just showed that there. Look at that ball, a chair control. Fantastic. He'll be really happy with that. Deserved that to go in, really. Should have got, like, drive to the basket. Alice, unfortunate. I want to see a replay of that. Number 77 there going into the basket. That was lovely.
Yeah, that move was incredible. His chair skills are insane. I'm in awe of them now.
Unfortunately, we were a bit late on calling for a replay. I forget we've got the function for that here. You know, this is elite elite choices here on the filming at Reading Rockets. I'll be watching that one back later. It was a little fake and a duck under, and you know, it was just so dynamic in the chair. So nothing in this, 26-30. Still in the favour of the Reading Rockets, and they're playing a good game, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Yeah. And we're ready to come back in. So I'm informed by my man at the right here in charge of the controls that we can potentially get a rewind of this. Here we go. Here he is. Oh, a little duck under, change of direction. Oh, fantastic. As we get back to the game, ready for the free throw. That looked good. Slightly unlucky though. And I think the Rockets will be a sigh of relief there as the Mohawks finally miss a free throw, if you know what I mean. They've managed to be nailing them all afternoon. And Liam under pressure there from number 57. See Neil Carlisle, he brings something different to David Iron there. He's definitely putting the pressure on the ball handler, getting in their grill.
So it's a foul called on Ella. Smart foul, to be honest. Stop the break.
Yeah, it was
That's,
fine.
you know, fouls aren't all bad things. They're used tactically as well.
He was away otherwise, wouldn't he? And Porter's not been so lucky today. He's found himself open a couple of times. I'd still encourage him to take this lovely pass there from Reese Barker. And Liam on a spin. Oh, look at him go. It's fantastic work there, showing that he's able of a few tricks as well.
Yeah, definitely. And when you know you're a little bit more agile and quick in your chair, you know,
I mean,
take people one-on-one, you know, see what they've got.
It's difficult without a ball, but with a ball.
Oh.
So
It looks super easy, but... So Rockets in team fouls now.
yeah.
We have Carlisle on the line for 2 free throws.
So we've got a different face at the line though. Let's see how he matches up on the free throw percentages. And interestingly enough, they brought Lamry back on, potentially to get back some of that you know, early structure and composure that they had with the first lineup. So first one, no good, but he gets the chance on the second. Here we go. Oh, very unlucky. Falls off to the hands of Liam Barker, but he's not going to give up. Putting the pressure on the ball, see, straight away. Reese finds himself with a bit of space. Looking for his friend Lamray there, but he didn't need it. He made it all the way on his own. I mean, he's so tall when he can shoot up high like him and Tom. As I said earlier, they release really high. And Mohawks hustling to make space. Lewis at the top. Dishes the ball over to Alice. Had a lovely, clear cover shot. They move the ball nice and quick. They can get some open shots like that. And that's a bit short. A bit too rare miss pass, if you like, from Liam. I know he didn't have many options. But if you're passing to Tobin, it's got to be on point, and Tobin was moving as well.
Yeah, that's a really hard pass to catch.
Yeah. I think you'd be a little bit happy if you were trying to make that pass to Reese, or, you know, someone over the line who can do the acrobatics in the chair to catch it.
Yeah, it's not just what the pass is, it's who the pass is going to.
Exactly,
and that's
yeah.
such a big part of wheelchair basketball.
Liam, deep two, comes off the rim. Barker sees the other Barker, finds him, and it's an easy lay. Or a post up from Reese Barker. That's the sort of game they like playing.
Yeah, definitely. And when they don't get Mohawks back into a 5-on-5 situation, when they guard Reese pretty well, but when you're on a break and he gets a mismatch, it's such a difficult position to guard.
Maddie pushing hard to get the right side of Luis Domingo, but he ended up being free. To be honest, he had his hands out looking for it. He was driving in. I think that made sense, but they didn't manage to get it to him. And then they get punished at the other end with Reese being able to burst out like that. So they've regained some of their lead, going back to this starting five. I think this seems to suit quite well. As Carlisle on the far side, keeping the ball safe. Long pass over. Reinforce it. Libby thinking for the three. Finds Domingos. Oh, he's not happy about that one. And it's time for a substitution as David Iron re-enters the game.
Yeah, I was just about to say, when he went out, it's quite a difficult matchup on Reese. He did a really good job guarding Reese and got back and guarding when he was out.
Yeah.
That lineup is really tough. So as I went to say it, he went to the bench for a sub.
I think it's a respect to both the coaches for noting that, you know, for this side, for putting Reese on and finding that sort of mismatch, if you like. Oh, lovely little figure. Well, it looked like he'd gone past the basket. Still manages to put it up. Brilliant finish there. But then likewise, you know, to take Carlisle off now and see if they can find 50-50 or not. No, someone's getting
Foul's
called.
been called.
I wouldn't make a good ref, I'd be like, yep, carry on.
Yeah, I'd be like, I can't make a decision that quickly.
Yeah.
I need a good 30 seconds to think about that.
I think he got to the ball, so they'll give it in the way of the Rockets. So. As in, he got his hand to the ball.
Right, yep.
That changes the call. And Lanray goes to the block, but somehow on the other side, Liam has found himself without the ball, and the ball has gone for the Mohawks. Nice pass into David Iron. Sets the pick immediately, but there's no move off of it. Yes, look at that work. Pick to pick to pick. So that was a lovely, as I said, basket finish by Iron, but all the work done there by Lewis was just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Everywhere, pick, pick, pick. He's working all the time. And the ball comes out to Tobin, who looks for the baseline shot. It's a little bit strong. And he's trying to keep Alice from progressing up the court. Doing a good job. Lovely quick pass. And Porter on points on the board. Love that. That's what I was talking about in their warm-up. That quick hand-to-hand, tap, tap, tap. And Liam with some fantastic chair skills on the other end. For three. Oh, he makes it. What a fantastic buzzer beater.
He's absolutely loving that. Absolutely loving that.
And we get a replay on that. For you at home, you get to see that again. First, the chair skills there, skipping around the edge and then ping, sends it up. Fantastic job there from the man, Liam Barker, Mr. Reading Rockets. And that takes us to the half-time, 41-32. So it is the close game we promised, full of excitement. So we'll have a little break here for the half-time, as we said. Say hello to everybody who's supporting us on YouTube and watching. I would normally be doing that myself, normally at a later date, if it didn't clash with my training. But we appreciate all the followers and all the watching, so thank you. Please do like the stream and make some comments. As you can see, the stats there for the first and second quarter. Very close scoring on the second quarter there. But Rockets managing to bring it back for a strong finish to go into the half-time. I think they'll be happy with that. And we'll see you in a few minutes for the third quarter. Thank you.